What's up guys, it's Sankar and today I'm going to show you how to make a really awesome neurobass using pigments in FL Studio. So without talking much longer, let's hop into the DAW and get started with this tutorial. Okay, so before I actually start the tutorial, I want to tell you guys, subscribe to the channel because a lot of you guys are watching my tutorials and are not subscribed. It's just one click down below and it really helps the channel out. So if you really want to support me, subscribe. Let's go into a tutorial. So Neuro Reese Basses. Let's load up here pigments. Move it over here. New preset, of course. We're gonna start by using our analog engine here. Very nice, very simple. So I'm gonna start by taking the coarse pitch here, tuning it down 2 octaves, so that would be 24 semitones. Really awesome. Now I'm gonna add a second oscillator, and you can already hear that sort of like phasing effect, and that's exactly what we want. But I'm gonna disable the drift. I'm gonna set this fine knob here at around 0.7 semitones, almost 1 semitone of detuning. It's gonna create this really crazy effect. I'm guessing you guys can already hear where this is going. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna go here into the bend range. I'm gonna crank it up an octave. And as you can already hear, you can hear that really nice beating sound from the 2 saws phasing between one another, and that's exactly the fundamental that we need. I'm gonna add some very subtle amount of white noise. Barely noticeable until I go here, add some distortion at 100% wet with 0 dBs of output, and full drive distortion on tape saturation. I'm gonna change this reverb into a chorus. I'm gonna use preset ensemble. I'm gonna switch it from the chorus into the distortion. It's a bit too much, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna turn down the dry wet. Now I'm gonna go into FXB, just keep it a bit more organized, and I'm gonna add a multi-filter, which is gonna be a bandpass filter with no resonance around the high range. I'm gonna listen to the specific frequency range that I want. Something right around there should sound pretty nice. Now it's a bit high end, there's not a lot of low end, and that's going to be fixed by adding some multiband compressing with the OPP preset at 100%. Really awesome. We can go back into FXA, we can add a phaser, turn down the LFO amount, turn down the feedback. We can also add some EQ here in FXB by going here into parametric EQ. So I always like to turn down the high end here and the low end, the mid lows. So this area around 300 Hz I always like to reduce, as well as the high end over here at around 10. Makes it a bit more smoother, a bit more flat, sounds really nice when you post-process it. Which, talking about post-processing, I'm going to send it to an empty channel here, insert track number 3 in my case. I'm going to add this very secret sauce. It's going to be Distortion OP Amp by Arturia. And so, if you want to check out this plugin, you can go into the description. I have a link for you guys from Plugin Boutique. So, this video is sponsored by Plugin Boutique. I'm going to do a brief sponsor segment right here. So thank you, Plugin Boutique, for sponsoring this video. You can get some really quality plugins at the best prices. Plugin Boutique has sales all year long, so if you guys want to get some really good plugins at a really good deal, check out Plugin Boutique for some really awesome deals and offers. Anyways, going back into the tutorial, I got here so I'm going to choose Distortion Amp 21. And it's cutting a lot of the high end, and I can add it back by playing around here with some of these. For example, I can click the bright switch. And we can also adjust the dry wet, so adjusting how much I want of the signal. I like it at 100% because then I'm gonna add a second OTT, which is gonna bring back some of that high end. And that really short feedback is coming from the chorus, so if you don't want that short little delay, tonal delay, tail, you can turn off the chorus to remove that. I personally like it. It gives it a bit of more character, a bit more stereo. And you can always play around, for example, with the bandpass filter here. We can add another EQ here. I'm gonna set it to default. I'm gonna cut the low mids here. Sounds a bit too much on the high end. We can add a second EQ with a curve like this just to clean it up a little bit. And then we can increase the volume by adding some saturation. I personally like Saturn with a tube, a warm tube. Now, if you think that the low mids are a bit too extreme, you can always go back and just turn it down slightly at as much as you'd like. It's up to you. It's just a little bit of flavor that you're adjusting here. And you can always, for example, add some automation here. You can also add some automation into the phaser. Just to really shape the color of the Reese bass. So there you have it, guys, a really simple Reese Neuro bass done using Pigments by Arturia. If you want to check out Pigments, if you want to check out OPM, if you want to check out some really good plugin deals, as mentioned, Plugin Boutique is the place to go. So thank you, Plugin Boutique, for sponsoring this video. Thank you, Arturia, for giving me the tools to make this video. And thank you guys for watching. As always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.